Software quality assurance and software quality metrics is our the chapter. If you cannot measure it, that means you cannot manage it. That's the saying by one of the scientists. There is measurement, measures, and metrics. The meaning of measurement is the act of obtaining a measure. And what's a measure? Provides a quantitative indication of size of some product or process attributes, for example, number of errors, number of defects. Metrics is a quantitative measure of the degree to which a system, component, or process possesses a given attribute as per IEEE. For example, number of errors found per person hour, that how much effort you have put to detect number of errors. So this is about the measurement, measures and metrics. Any question? Any question? So we have qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative and quantitative techniques. We also call them research methodologies to analyze the data. So what is the difference between qualitative and quantitative? Abdullah Khalid, Muhammad Ahmed, Muhammad Jasim. Qualitative cannot be measured and quantitative can be measured. That's the difference. Muhammad Marai, quantitative data are used when a researcher is trying to quantify a problem. Qualitative data describes the quality of characteristics. Very good. Masalan, for example, we have case studies, we have surveys, we have observations. So case study is under the qualitative data and we can measure it through the observation. So Mr. Abdullah, there are data analysis techniques. So in quantitative you have numerical scale. Like for example survey, you have questionnaires, questionnaire, questionnaire. And in questionnaire you have questions and you have scale to evaluate the questions. Anybody knows the scale? Name of scale? Name of scale. Muhammad Ahmed, Muhammad Marai, Shakir Ataullah. Okay, we call it Likert scale, and we evaluate the questions between 1 to 5. 1 means very low, 1 means very low, 2 means low, 3 means nominal, 4 means high, and 5 means very high. So in quantitative, you have numerical values. Like survey, you have numerical values. You collect the data from the participants or the respondents, and then you enter the data in some tool. Like we have statistical tool. Anybody knows statistical tool? Very popular tool that is used to deal with the data. Shakir Atalla, you know the name of that tool? Software we use. Muhammad Ahmed, Ali, Raid Abdullah, anyone open. Its name is SPSS. It's a statistical package to analyze the data. Yes, there are many, but SPSS is the most popular and standardized tool. You can use even Excel, but SPSS is the standard in the research to analyze the data. And quantitative we discuss, qualitative. You cannot have the numerical values directly, cannot be measured on a numerical scale like Likert scale, but you have case studies, you can have observation. Based on that, you can have the data analysis using the qualitative. So that's the difference between qualitative and quantitative. Any question? Regarding the qualitative and quantitative? Then I move to why do we measure? In order to estimate the quality of software or documentation, estimate the quality work of people like software engineers, database administration administrator, technical architect, project manager, system analyst, integration manager, configuration manager, and improve the quality of product, project, process. and to estimate the benefits derived from new software engineering methods and tools like agile software engineering, agile methodologies, agile techniques, agile practices, and the latest tools like DevOps. What is DevOps? Harun Muhammad, Bandar Saad, Raid Abdullah, Shakir Ataullah, Ali Ali, Abdullah Khalid, anyone open. Very good. In which development team and operational teams work together to automate the development and operation through the tools. So it will be automation during development, during deployment, pre-deployment, post-deployment, all will be automated. So automation is there. We have automated tools for development, for testing, for integration, for deployment. That is the concept of DevOps. So by using these metrics, we can have the estimate the benefits that we are applying software engineering methods, techniques, the tools, what are the benefits achieved, and to close the gap of any problem, for example, training, to help justify requests for new tools or additional training. Like I remember the case of realestate.com of American client that is operational in 50 states of USA, and they have very bad experience of an Indian company, Infosys, that Infosys company wasted 2 years to collect the requirements, to perform analysis, design, documentation. And after 2 years, customer was frustrated and he asked the company, where is software? I want to use this software. And they cancel the project and sue the company in American court, file a case against them. And then this project was assigned to Pakistani company. Its name was also Infosys, but Descon Infosys. Now, customer asks before signing the contract with this company that first you get training from an agile coach. Your team will get training from an agile coach, Mike Cohen, and he is running a company. Name is Mountain Goat Software. And after training, you start the work on this project, so you know how to implement agile methodologies, agile practices. And there will be 2 weeks release cycle, 2 weeks release cycle. At every 2 weeks, you will deliver us one working version, and it will be written in the contract. So you have justification that if you spend money, investment on the training, then what is the justification? What is the benefit of that? The benefit of that customer received one working version after every 2 weeks throughout the project. Secondly, for the new tool example, same customer, the software company was using C Sharp as a front end tool interface, business logic also in C Sharp, and database Microsoft SQL Server backend. Front end C Sharp and backend Microsoft SQL Server. After few months, customer asked to change the business logic from C Sharp to Java Versata. Java Versata is a business logic suite. Business logic suite. And software company doesn't have single Java programmer. They only have .NET programmers, C Sharp programmers, and backend Microsoft SQL Server. Then the project manager, his name is Khavar. Now he's in US because customer demand the company that I need team in USA, not in Pakistan, because otherwise half team was in Pakistan, half team was in USA. So customer demanded that I need whole team to be in USA, and in my premises I will provide the computers, resources, whatever you need, but we need to have face-to-face meetings, close interaction, close collaboration. So Khabar called me early morning, 7:30 a.m. I was getting ready to go to the university for my lecture at 9 o'clock or 8:30. I had lecture. So he asked me, do you know any company in the locality who is using Java Versata? So I say, what? Because I heard this tool name first time. He repeated Java Versata. I say, sorry, I don't know. He said, can you check for me? I say, okay, no problem. I called 40 to 50 companies where my students were working, and all of them reacted like me first time. What? Pardon? I say Java Versata. Then they said sorry. Then I called Harvard in the evening that I'm sorry, none of the company is using Java Versata. Then finally, after 1 or 2 days search, they outsource it, the company outsourced it from USA. And meanwhile, they hire Java programmers to train them to to learn Java Versata. And within few months, they switch from outsourcing to in-house. Now, if you will not switch to a new tools, otherwise customer will force you to switch. But once there is a request, you can't deny. You cannot say to the customer, sorry, we don't have Java or SATA programmer, or we cannot switch. And you cannot refuse them if he's asking to get training from an agile coach or agile scrum master trainer, certified scrum master trainer. So these are the few reasons we go for measurement. Any question? Any question? Very good. Now we go for IEEE standard definition for software quality metrics. A quantitative measure of the degree to which an item possesses a given quality attribute that we just covered, a function whose inputs are software data and whose output is a single numerical value that can be interpreted as the degree to which the software possesses a given quality attribute. That is IEEE standard. Main objectives of software quality metric to facilitate management, planning, control, and managerial tasks based on deviation of actual from the planned performance and deviations of actual schedule and budget performance from the planned, to identify situations for development or maintenance process improvement, preventive or corrective actions based on accumulation of metrics, information regarding the performance of items, units, etc. In the quality spectrum, four P's are very popular: people, product, process, and project. People deals with the culture of motivated, highly skilled people, including the stakeholders, team leaders, team. What to measure in people? Ahmed Adil, Bandar Saad, Shakir Ataullah, Majid Munawwar, Muhammad Marai, Raith, anyone, open. In terms of quality metric, what to measure in people? Harun, anyone? Production rate, very good. KPI, productivity, as Abdullah Khalid said, time and cost to detect errors, coordination and communication skill, how much is their attitude to improve their coordination and communication, like I taught you from Japanese school of thoughts. It's called Shu Ha Ri. Shu Ha Ri. Anybody heard about this terminology, Shu Ha Ri? I thought I covered in one of the lectures. Ali, Raed Abdullah, Shakir Ataullah, Majid Munawwar, Muhammad Marai. Open, anyone can answer. Shu means learn a technique. Learn a technique. Masalan, structured programming, object-oriented programming, learn one. As you enter in a school, in a university, in a karate school, you are at the white belt level and they ask you to learn basic kata to have fundamentals, the basic actions, and then you have practice of that fundamentals. You learn one and you try to get expert in that, you achieve expertise in that, you achieve perfection in that, then they promote to the next belt, which is yellow belt. Same when you enter in a school, in a university, you graduate in a graduation program, you are in the first semester. So first programming language is introduced, first programming technique is introduced to you, like structured programming or object-oriented programming. Then next is the Ha level. In the Ha level, you learn more than one techniques. You already know one, now you try to learn second, and then third, then four. Like in Agile, you learn TDD. What is TDD? Bandar Saad, Majid Munawwar, Muhammad Ahmad, Muhammad Marai. Very good. MashaAllah. Test driven development. You learn test driven development. Then you learn in the next phase pair programming. Next phase, you learn continuous integration, continuous integration, planning poker technique. So you learn TDD at the first level, at the shoe level. Then at the Ha level, you learn second expert in that, then third expert in that, then fourth, and so on. And then you have Re level. Re level means you are graduated from the university, you have your degree. Now you are in the practical field, practical career, you are in the job or you are in the industry. And at the Re level, you will blend in a problem, in a situation, blend existing techniques when you face a problem, or innovate a new technique. Either blend or innovate at the Re level, at the practical level. Like during degree program, we taught students about the standard methodologies: waterfall, prototype, RAD, spiral, rational unified process, XP, Scrum. And when students start doing job and in effect in a company, in a software company, and they have to deal with the projects, in the projects they don't apply standards, they have customized methodologies based on their experiences. So they blend existing methodologies like XP and Scrum, Waterfall, Spiral, Rational Unified in the traditional style, or in the modern XP and Scrum, Scrum and Crystal, Scrum and FDD, hybrid style blend. So that is the Re level. And the after completing your school, so we have Shuhari, you have the skill to you achieved that level that you can blend the existing and you can innovate a new, like PhD level, you innovate something new or you blend something new to address the problem you are dealing. So we have collaborate, deliver, reflect, improve cycle. To improve your coordination, your communication. So you have collaboration, you collaborate, you coordinate, you communicate, and after coordination, after communication with the customer, with the team, you deliver. And with the release by release, there should be improvement in the collaboration cycle. So there are two cycles, sub cycles: collaboration and improve, deliver and improve. So collaborate and improve, deliver and improve. Second cycle: first cycle, collaborate and improve; second cycle, deliver and improve. And release by release, there should be improvement in the collaboration and improvement in the quality of delivery, and it should be reflected in terms of time, in terms of cost, in terms of effort. So that's the coordination and communication skills are improving or not after the release, each release. Leadership skills, that by project to project your leadership skills are improving, and you can measure that how much is the success rate of this leader, project manager or team lead, to accomplish the task, to complete the task. Any question? Then measure estimation skills of project manager in terms of cost estimation, in terms of schedule estimation, skills to collect the requirements. We can measure in terms of analysis that how effectively a project manager or system analyst or product owner, product specialist can collect requirements from the customer and can extract the problems. So that's the analytical skill, analytical analysis skill. And design skill. Project manager, system analyst, team lead, and at the architect level, the architect, system architect has the designing skill. And in terms of programmers, developers, how much is the quality of their work, how much they are developing the code with less errors. Testing quality, how effectively a tester can estimate the errors. A good tester should always identify errors, bugs. If you don't identify error, mean you are a very bad tester. So project manager can ask you, thank you very much, Khuruj Nahaya, because if you will not identify, then customer will identify. And he will not only identify the defects, he will abuse the project manager or the system analyst as well. That what kind of quality assurance you have, that there are so many defects. I gave you an example of my student, his name is Irfan. Now he's working as a project manager in Spain. He was working in a Pakistani company, it was Hakuma company, and its name is Punjab IT Board. And because it was Hakuma government software company owned by government, Hakuma, they have Vasta, they win the project, they won it. And after testing, customer reports 500 pages of defects report. I was shocked when I heard this. I asked my student Irfan, what are you doing? How you can do this to the any customer? Because customer not only submit this report, but also cancel the project. That 500 pages of defects report, that means there are so many defects. Then he told me, doctor, we know salary will come from Hakuma, from government. No problem. Project fail, it's not our problem. So the whole day, the team members are playing network games, chatting, using social media, and tea break, coffee break, smoking break, and very little work. Barely we do some work just to show that we are doing some work, some progress. But nobody cares about the quality of the software, and that's the result. They have very few projects com- which are completed successfully. So that's the situation if you have poor quality work. In terms of product, in the quality spectrum, product objectives and scope should be established before a project can be planned. So we need to define the objectives and scope. I have given you one assignment, assignment number 2, in which you have to develop project specs, project specifications, and under the project specifications, once you submit the project specifications, it must have project introduction document. And under the project introduction document, what is the first content under the project introduction document? Ahmed Siddiq, Ahmed Adil, Sultan Saifuddin, Shakir Ataullah, Majid Munawwar, Muhammad Marai, anyone. Business objectives. First content is 1.1 is the history of project. History of new project. What is the meaning of history, tarikh of new project? Abdul Latif Garamullah. Abdullah Khalid, Saad Ghalib, Bandar Saad, Ghazi Muhammad, Sultan. Okay, open. Anyone can answer. History mean background. History or background of the new system or project. That what is the existing system running in a company, running at the customer side. At the customer side, what is the flow of system? It could be manual, it could be automated. Manual or automated. What is the flow of system? What are the main inputs, outputs of the system? How many categories of users they have? Categories of users and their roles. Then, what is the 1.2? Raid Abdullah, Ahmad Adil, you have completed this assignment and now still you are not answering. 1.2 is the problems of the current system. What are the problems of the current system, the existing system? And number 3 is the scope of new system. Scope, which is the topic of the slide. Scope. So we have statement of scope. Scope means goals, objectives. That how the new system will solve the problems of the current system. So you need to define the objectives and scope, goals before you can start the new project. So that's the about the product. What to measure in a product? Bandar Saad, Ahmad Adil, Raid Abdullah, Ali Ali, Abdullah Khalid, Muhammad Ahmad, Muhammad Marai, Harun, Ahmad Sadiq. Anyone open? What to measure in a product? Quality of the product. We are dealing with the quality, but under the quality of the product, what we need to measure? What we need to estimate? Anyone? Open. Cost. Very good. Measure predefined product quality attributes. Measure predefined quality attributes and also the cost, not only the cost, we have some other thing like time, we have any other thing other than time, cost. Yes, scope we already defined, but we need to estimate effort, scope, cost, time, and the quality attributes as well. Then the process. Process is the methodologies, methodology, methodology or process. How to define methodology or process? Ghazi Muhammad Mabrek, Abdullah Khalid, Sultan Saifuddin, Raid Abdullah, Bandar Saad, Abdullah Khalid, Abdullah Garamullah, anyone, open. How to define methodology or process? Anyone, open. Very good. Standard procedures in a company to analyze, design, and implement a software system. Standard procedures in a company to analyze, design, and implement the software system like waterfall, spiral, RUP, and each methodology has its SDLC. What is the difference methodology and SDLC? Bandar Saad, Muhammad Ahmed, Ghazi, Majid, Shakir, Harun, open. Anyone? Software development life cycle. It's software development life cycle. It's not software development life cycle. It is system development life cycle. Because anyone, why it's not software development life cycle? It is system development life cycle. Anyone? Open. Because information system has 5 components. Has 5 components. What are those five components? Yes, Sultan, this is the correct answer because system contains software. That's absolutely correct. Because information system has five components. Software is one of the components. What are the rest of the components? Four. Abdullah Khalid, Ghazi, Ali, Bandar Saad, Ahmad Adil, Garmullah, anyone, open. What are the rest of the components? Hardware, software, data, people, and procedures. Not process, procedures. Procedures. Hardware, software, data, people, and procedures. So there are five components, and software is one of the components of information system. You can replace the old software with the new software. You can replace the old hardware with the new hardware. Data is changing, people are changing, procedures are changing. Procedures are processing logic, processing, and business logic that I covered in the first lecture. Processing logic and business logic are under the procedures, the rules. So software process, the methodology is a framework. So SDLC, I'm sorry, SDLC is the traditional procedures to develop, maintain, and replace the software system and replace the software system. Methodologies are standard. Process models are standard. SDLC, how you practice them, how you customize them, how you tailor them for any project, for any company, for any customer. The RE, this is the RE level what I just covered. How you practice the standards to tailor, to customize it as per needs of the new system, as per needs of the new project. So process models provides us framework to develop the software, to maintain the software, to replace the software. So that's under the process models, we have quality assurance. What to measure in a process? What to estimate in a process? Sultan, Shakir, Abdul Latif, Abdullah, Majid, Muhammad Marai, Raid, open, anyone. What to measure in a process? Measure the efficiency of processes. How effectively a methodology can be implemented. Effectively, efficiently, effective. A process can be implemented. what works, what does not work. Like in Agile or in Lean, Scrum and Lean methodologies have optimization. Like in Scrum, you have sprint retrospective meeting. In Lean, you have continuous optimization, or you have formal technical review, or you have post-mortem analysis. So there are a lot of verification techniques are there, and then you have optimization. Agile, Scrum, Agile is a group of methodologies, Mr. Sultan, and Scrum is one of the methodologies. Every methodology has a framework. Agile is a group of methodologies. It's a family. And XP, Scrum, ASD. DSDM, Dynamic System Development, Crystal, FDD. Kanban is one of the techniques in Lean. So we have Kanban in Lean, and we have burn down chart. Kanban is scheduling technique, and burn down chart is from Agile, and Kanban is taken from the Lean to display the progress of your project. So once you adopt Kanban into Agile, in Scrum, we sometimes call it Scrum Ban. Scrum Ban. Mixture of hybrid style of Scrum and Kanban you mix together. You use Kanban in Agile. It is taken from Lean methodology. So Agile is a group of methodology and Scrum is one of the methodologies. And every methodology has a framework. How to start from planning till deployment or post deployment. This all under a framework. Like software engineering provides a framework to apply the methodologies, apply the techniques, apply the tools. Same methodology has a framework from where to start and where to end. As each methodology has SDLC phases: planning phase, analysis phase, design phase, implementation phase. Implementation means coding, testing, maintenance. So that's under all methodologies. It is common. But how to apply it is different. Style is different. Technique is different. Like we have traditional style, we have modern style, we have traditional methodologies, we have modern methodologies. So that you measure in the when you apply some methodology, what it works and what does not work, and you learn from your mistake to improve optimize. So continuously you keep on refining it, improving it, learn from your mistakes, don't repeat them in the next release. Customization, 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 it's a continuous learning cycle. Continuous learning environment. Is it clear? Then in the project, planning and controlling a project is done for one of primary reason to manage the complexity of the software. There is a survey of 200 software companies from between 1998 to 2004. Of 250 companies, out of 250 companies, only 25 companies completed their project successfully within budget and schedule, and 50 companies experienced minor over budgeting, over scheduling, whereas 175 companies suffer from major cost and schedule overruns, and projects are cancelled without completion. Out of 250 companies, 175 companies suffered. That is the reason failure rate in software companies is 65% failure rate of the projects. Only 35% projects successful. So that's the reason when you have quality spectrum, quality assurance, you take care about the project, so you will not suffer from over budgeting, you will not suffer from over scheduling, and you can deal with the complexity, because many projects fails because of high complexity. And once complexity increased, what is the effect? If you increase the complexity, increase the size, complexity is increased. So size is increased, and Microsoft Vista is the one example that project failed. Windows Vista was the failure product from Microsoft. Similarly, Symbian operating system from Nokia, Netscape communicator browser, they suffered because of complexity, high complexity. Any question up to here? Any question up to here? What to measure in a project? Ahmed Sadiq, Ahmed Adil, Bandar Saad, Ali Ali, Fasi Yusuf, Muhammad Ahmed, Harun. Open. Anyone can answer. Very good. Status of project, risk management, identify problem areas, workflows. These all we need to estimate in a project. Now, one by one, we will deal with the people, product, process, and project. In the people, we have 5 categories of stakeholders. We have senior managers that defines business issues, technical managers who plan, motivate, organize, and control the team. The practitioners the team deliver the technical skills. Customers, the investors who is going to invest in the project. End users who are going to use it. So these are the five categories of stakeholders in the people. In the people, we have MOI model. Many practitioners often fail because the leaders were not good and the team were not of highly skilled. So quality to look for a team leader, we have MOI model: motivation, organization, and innovation. Motivation, you always have to motivate the people by pull strategy or push strategy. What is the difference between pull or push? Push and pull. What is the other name of push strategy? Push strategy. Ahmed Sadiq, Saad Ghalib, Muhammad Ahmed, Abdullah Ali, Ali Ali. Open, anyone can answer. What is the push? Push is also called X strategy, and pull is also called Y strategy. Pull is also called Y strategy. These are the names X and Y. Push is X, pull is Y. Push is used for what kind of teams, what kind of environment. Sultan Saifuddin, Raid Abdullah, Majid Munawwar, Muhammad Ahmed, Muhammad Jasim. Open, anyone. Push is suitable for physical work like construction, labor, and production, whereas push, pull is used for creative and mental work. Software development is creative work, mental work. So pull is recommended. But in second world, third world countries, the leaders often use push, which is against the paradigm, against the needs of software development. They pressurize them, push them to complete work on time or early, in time. So it's not recommended. It's always recommended to use pull as a whole team. Like there is a game in which two parties are there and they have a rope in between and they pull the rope if there is a line to win. If the one team can pull the other team cross that line, so that teams like A and B if pull the whole A team across that line can pull the rope, that means B team wins, or vice versa. So it's a teamwork, not individual work, not physical work. The software development is like creative, innovative work. And management management knows best in the push, but in the pull, management only needs direction. That's it. Like I gave you example in my last lecture, Scrum is introduced by Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland. Jeff Sutherland. Jeff Sutherland and Ken Schwaber both are consultants, agile coaches. So Jeff Sutherland had a client that was suffering to apply the Scrum, the agile, and then he asked the stakeholders that don't interfere my work, don't interfere, don't interact with my team, stay away from them. I, as a leader, will report you once a month about the progress. Meanwhile, you will not ask anything to my team or to me. So you have to give them freedom, trust, ownership, that you can have self-organization, you can take independent decisions. And meanwhile, once they start successfully deploying the project, completing the project successfully, the releases successfully, sprints, their confidence level improved, their productivity improved, self-confidence increased, motivation is there. And in the push, there is a frustration, there is a depression, there is a stress which is unhealthy, and they are in the feeling the company may fire us anytime. And in that is the unproductive style, demotivating style. So motivation is very important. It will increase the production, it will increase their capabilities, and the best motivation is reward is falus, cash reward is the best motivation. Top companies, multinational companies, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, IBM, HP in Pakistan, the top companies, multinational companies, Unilever, Nestle, Almarai, there is a competition. Best programmer of the month, best team member of the month, like in our college or in companies, even in Latif Jameel, I saw star of the team, star of the department, star of the company. And if you give them just certificate, very good, very good, how much he will be happy for this certificate or just very good for once. And then if he needs money, he went to some supermarket to buy something, he can use his certificate that this is the best certificate, best programmer of certificate I receive, best team member certificate I receive. I want to purchase this thing, take this certificate and give me that. He went to hospital for treatment or for medicine, he can give his certificate, give me treatment, I need treatment, give me treatment, I need for medicine, give me medicine, take the certificate and give me, I want to purchase. No, he need cash and reward in terms of his acknowledgement, his progress, his promotions. So these are something which will motivate the team members and they will love to work. They will consider it's my company, my team. Then organization, ability to mold existing processes like blend or innovate that will enable the concept to be translated into final product. How much your team is has the capabilities to customize the existing re-level, how much they are professional, and ideas, innovations. I think let's have break because 1 hour 20 minutes time is there. We will continue from here. Any question up to here? Any question up to here? Okay, we will continue from here, inshallah. Let's have a break of 15 minutes and inshallah 10:35 will continue, inshallah.